I don't understand it. Week 1 was terrible. First of all, I'm your boy B from the Toilet Baby Mob, the commissioner of Sunday's Leftovers, Vinyl Lounge and El Dorado Legal 30, going for the Triple Crown. And I am the only one with the Triple Crown, going for the first time repeats. But it was a terrible way to start off. Terrible way to start off. And then I'm hearing it, oh, I'm 0-2. I'm 0-2. How can you be 2-0 and 0-2? I'm 0-2. You're 0-2. If you're 0-2, you're 0-2 because your team sucks. And yes, this year we are playing against the league minimum. What the league minimum does, it takes away all the garbage luck teams. So it's like, if you're 0-2, not only did you play bad, but you didn't play with enough points to win. If you're 1-1, maybe you played good and you lost, but you still got to win. Maybe you played terrible and you won against a more terrible team and you won, but you still lost because you get played against the league minimum. Basically what we're doing this year, we're making sure that the best teams make it. Ain't no team that got the second most points in the league down at the bottom gonna make this joint. No. If you're good, you make the playoffs. If you're some garbage, get ready for next year. And for all my people in my Vinyl Lounge League, because that's what we're doing right now. We're doing the Vinyl Lounge League that wanted the auto draft. Guess what? You all suck. And it's, hey, what I told you. Yo, I don't feel sympathy. But what I will say is, welcome to the Toilet Baby League. And what the Toilet Baby League is, hey man, if you ain't down, you ain't gonna be around. But once again, I'm B from the Toilet Baby Mob, the commissioner of Sunday's Leftovers, El Dorado League of Thursday, and the Vinyl League. And so we're gonna start off with this Vinyl League. All right, so we done got the league minimum stuff out the way. We're going to do this whole thing with the Vinyl League. First off, you got your boy Babies, Toilet Babies in first place in the Vinyl League. Then followed by your team Broyos. And then by my man, the newcomer, J-Dub 202. My man J-Dub 202. But let's get into some of these Vinyl Lounge actions. Okay, we're going to start this off with Team Broyos. Team Broyos gave it to Team Arconic. Team Arconic, you all representing like 100 people from like Team Arconic. Team Arconic, once again, you do have Mahomes, you have Stevens, you have Jefferson, you have Worthy. But guess what you did? You auto draft. Good luck. Good luck in this league. I'm telling you, you can't just sign up and just think you're going to waltz into this bad boy. Ain't no waltz into it, especially when you're going up against my man Team Brohouse that got Barkley. Barkley is going to be a problem all year. But Garrett Wilson, that's a discussion for later. Garrett Wilson is a discussion for later. Then we're going to go to my man Mean Street Posse against Generation X. Mean Street was one of the few that got the one-on-one. What the one-on-one is, he played against Generation X. Generation X was another person that auto-drafted, but you see how well his team is doing in the League of Thirds because he was actually there to draft. But this one is going to be tough. So it's like, hey, you can't get the cake and eat the ice cream too. At some parties you could. Now that this party, we on a limited budget. You either get the cake or you get the ice cream. You can't get both. But he went up against my man MSP, who is the two-time champion of the Vinyl Lounge League. And pretty much it came down to a team that drafted and a team that didn't draft. Then we're going to go to the Consta. Consta against my man Team Zoe. My man Team Zoe, I played high school with him. I played college with him. I just spoke to him when he came to the club the other day, and he was talking about, oh man, y'all don't know how to draft. Y'all don't know how to do this. Y'all thought my team was some garbage. But guess what, Zoe? Your team is some garbage. And you went up against Consta, and Consta got the 2-0. She beat you 122-98. You got 98. You have Lamar Jackson, but if you would have made that trade for Malik Neighbors or Brandon Ayuk, you probably would have got the dub. But you was going against your confidence. You was going against your will. You was thinking that, oh, yo, B's trying to do the B thing, but B wasn't trying to do the B thing. You just went up against Consta. Consta had Trees. Consta had Bryce Hall. Bryce Hall and Trees is the bad combination, especially when you're doing all the drafting. But guess what? Now we're going up against the teams that probably had some say-so and started the mix. We got Team Hate Me against Team J-Dub. Team Hate Me falls to 138 to 127. 128 to 137. And it pretty much all came down to everybody thought this Burrow Chase combination was gonna go nuts. But guess what? The Burrow-Chase combination didn't go nuts. You know what I mean? Chase held out for his money. He's still holding out for his money. Lamb held out for his money. He got paid to see how well he's doing. Maybe if you pay your person, the person gonna show up to play. Hey, all I can say is when you got the Chase and the Burrow combination and they don't go off, it's not looking good, especially when you go up against Jaden Reed, who went cold crazy bananas on you and gave you 30-something points. Give it up to my man J-Dub. J-Dub, you did your thing. Now we're going to go to Durham Couch with Steam against my man T-Max, Mr. 25-0, who used to run this league, but he has his ups and downs lately. Once he got the 25-0, he ain't 25-0 no more. It's been a little rocky for him. You know, he got married last year. He was on an anniversary, but he don't got no excuses this year. But guess who he went up against? He falls down to the 0-2 because he didn't beat the league minimum. But guess who he went up against? Jordan Mason at the last minute pickup from Durham Couch with Stains. Gave you 147 yards on the ground and you lost by 2 points. That gotta hurt. But guess what? Team Max, you got Josh Allen. Josh Allen is the #1 player in fantasy, man. I'm pretty sure your team's going to go all right. You just had a hard knock this week. Hard knock sometimes is a hard thing to follow up. But guess what? We always got next week and the week after that and the week after that. And unlike me, nobody on your team is headed to the IR. So let's go to this Team Toilet Babies. Team Toilet Babies. Game of the week. Team Toilet Babies versus Carlito. Team Toilet Babies versus Carlito. 158 versus 156. If the game would have went to overtime, I know for a fact I would have lost. It came down to my man, my old reliables. I got Mixon and the Dixon and I got Kamara. Mixon and the Dixon and I got Kamara. How long are they going to play? If they going to last the whole year, I don't know. They about like 38 each. But if the Commanders would have gave Carlito anything, the Commanders got -3 points. He lost by 2. You know, he had Richardson. He had Hill off of handcuffs, who was motivated. He still lost because the Commanders didn't do him nothing. Man, that's Vinyl Lounge for you. Some teams are 2-0. Some teams are 1-1. Some teams are 0-2. Check this out. It's a long season. Very long season. We ain't going to crown no champ right now. And we ain't going to crown no toilet baby right now. But somebody's looking good, somebody's not looking good. And you know who's looking good, and you know who's not looking good. Anybody in between, you need to shake and bake. You need to hit them waivers. Tonight's with the waivers. You need to hit them trades, try to improve your team. If not, y'all making my repeat easy. You know what I mean? And for all those new people that decided to jump in the Big Boys League, man, you in the Big Boys League. You in the Big Boys League. I don't want to hear nothing. You in the Big Boy League, it's time to do what you're going to do. Because if you ain't going to do what you're going to do, my man MSP going to say something. Constantly going to say something. My man Mr. 25-0 is going to say something. People's going to say something. Because you know your boy Toilet Babies is here. The Commissioner Sunday's Leftovers. The Vinyl Lounge Leash. Elder Renal Legal Thursday going for the Triple Crown, which I have already done. Let's go for the repeat. Week 2, what you gonna do? Ha! I'm out.